Hey y'all, hope you're enjoying the hoedown. Here's some people who want to tell you a little bit about what God's doing in their lives through aSpire.
Definitely open-minded, inclusive,
process,
family,
diversity,
encountering,
warm, tolerant,
energy,
welcoming,
experiencing,
lemonade.
We were looking for something that could meet our needs as people who are new in town. We weren't looking for anything too big. When we found aSpire, we felt like it really fit what we were looking for because it's in a more intimate community.
When we came upstairs and we saw the couches and everyone was so friendly, we really felt like we belonged here, and we've been here ever since.
We weren't quite sure what kind of church we were looking for. We just wanted something different because the kind of church that we kind of grown up in was very focused on very particular things and kind of didn't want to have anything to do with anybody outside of those categories, and we were just looking for a space that was more ecumenical but also outward turn towards the world, towards what was going on in the world.
and it's just a wonderful kind of very acoustic coffee house feel, and I really like that. It's very kind of calming and centering, and that was something that I was looking for in a church community. It's kind of a place to go and refocus and center myself in the middle of what is a very busy rest of my life.
We felt like we were a part of this relatively quick. We went on the retreat probably 6 weeks or so after we first came to aSpire and got to know everybody that way, and that was a fantastic way to sort of get our bearings and everything. And like I said, it's just the people here and the way the dynamics kind of work made that all really easy.
Found people with the same heart of the people downstairs in FCC, and they're more, around our age, so dealing with some of the same struggles that we were dealing with. So that's been really helpful just to kind of begin to kind of bind ourselves into this community and kind of experience a different kind of community that we've never experienced before.
Last December when we took a meal and set up tables and hung out with some of the homeless folks around Pasadena.
It was Christmas time. We all got together and we made so many sandwiches, and they weren't like just regular sandwiches. They had cranberries in them. They were fancy sandwiches.
We fed a lot of people really delicious food, which I thought was great, that like the food was so good, and usually at those things like the food is really bland.
That was beneficial, I think, for everybody involved, and it was great to get to sing with them and to do our service in open air, in public. That's always a good time.
So through aSpire, I have gotten facilitator training for a small group format. So I have really enjoyed co-facilitating faith and climate change with Timothy, who also has his doctorate in theology. And so together we were able to combine our two expertise, one from a science background, one from a theological and social activist background, for this small group where we learned about the science behind climate change, and then we also learned about the social implications and the actions that we can take in our personal lives as like almost like a spiritual practice even.
On the edifying but not fun side, the trip to San Diego for the sort of border crisis education trip was wrenching. It took a while for me to recover from that, and I think that's a good sign because it's it is a terrible humanitarian crisis that's going on, and it's something that we should all feel deeply and understand as humans and not just think that it's over there.
Maybe a month or two after I moved here, I was talking to Pastor Andy and see if there's any kind of volunteer opportunities or anything we can do in the community, and he mentioned that a school here in Pasadena, Madison Elementary School, is looking for some volunteers. We help them with school supply drives and things, but actually doing something in person would be good. And I have every other Friday off from work, So I've spent those days, I go in about half a day and I teach, I do kind of hands-on science activities with 4th and 5th grade students, and it's just been a wonderful opportunity to connect with the school community and to get kids really excited about science.
I am excited about a small group that Randy and Devin are going to be leading soon, exploring issues related to the end of our lives. It's a theology seminary student and a medical student grappling with those questions together with a group of people in a safe space.
I think it meets a need that anyone can come wherever they are, whoever they are, however they identify. They can come and feel welcome and supported. Come as you are, and you will be received with open arms.
Being, gay in a gay and lesbian relationship, it's hard to find a place that you can call home where you're accepted for who you are, not just just keep your secret, or here you don't. It's not a secret, it's not a shame.
Especially my generation, I think, is very disenchanted with religion, and they think that religious leaders are out of touch and hypocritical and, moralizing and holier than thou, and that this is a place, like, if you want not answers, but if you want to search and be aided in that search, and you want something more than a church like aSpire, is so up your alley.
The things we were taught in the past was to kind of be in the bunker, and so as we kind of come out into the real world, and it's just a place where I can see that we have a lot to learn from the people here.
I don't think younger people today are looking to sit and receive information. I don't think people are wanting to come and sit in and be talked to or talked down to. I think people today want conversation. I think they want to speak and be heard, and I think they want to explore questions together with other people.
I'm very uncomfortable talking to people about, trying to get people to come to church, but this is the kind of place where I would, I'm getting closer to being comfortable asking people to come because, I think what they'll find is really wonderful.
You didn't get me with my hat on, did you?